Hey guys, this is a planner I personally designed and I wanted to make a video to show you all how I personally use mine, as this planner is rather customizable. Mostly due to the fact that I designed a printable planner. Since I've received a ton of questions on what exactly that means, long story short, I designed the inside pages of this planner and compiled them into PDFs that anyone can purchase for download on Etsy. I personally love this idea because you can order the planner in any way that fits your personal lifestyle, as well as only use the pages that you know will help you in your life planning. With that being said, here's a video showing how I personally use mine, and if you're a planner nerd like me, you might gain some inspiration of your own. So to start off, while this entire thing is customizable and with a purchase you would only receive files for print rather than a physical product, it would be up to you on how you want your planner to appear. With that being said, I found this outer casing online at Michael's and purchased these binding discs from there as well. So it was literally just this outer casing. The brand of these both are Create 365, and there are plenty of other options as well as far as themes go. I would highly recommend buying the planner stuff when it goes 40% off at Michael's, which does happen pretty often. So you could basically do this any way you want, including using a 3-ring binder or anything of that sort. Well, the files are in letter size, and I prefer letter size because I like all the space for planning. You can definitely resize the files on your computer and print them accordingly. I will cover printing options and tips and tricks throughout the video. So if you go with this binding option, you will need a specific hole punch for this casing. The hole punch that I got, again, was from Michael's, and it's the brand Create 365 once again. Not very pricey if you buy it with the 40% off, and then you have it for life if you want to have any other inserts. So in this planner, there is more than your average week and month views. There are custom pages that will help keep track of your everyday life, making everything in one place. With all of that, let's check out what's inside and how I personally set up mine. So this is the inside cover page. This page is customizable, and with purchase, you can leave a note with what you would like it to say. So on my cover page, I personally have my name as well as my email and phone number. So past that, like I said, you can order or divide this in any way you'd like. I personally got some cute dividers from Target and set mine up in sections that were easy to navigate, such as current, months, home and health, finance, reference, lists, work, and notes. And I'll give you insight into all of those as well. So of course you can order yours however best fits your personal life. Another idea would be dividing into pages you fill out daily, weekly, and monthly. Once again, these dividers from Target were originally made for 3-ring, so of course I used my handy dandy hole punch to make those custom for this casing. So in my first section, which is my current section, I have all the pages that pertain to my current time, so the week, month, etc. The first page is my to-do list, which is also probably my most used page, as I go back to this page constantly, adding and crossing tasks off. And a printing tip. Well, a printable planner can get pricey as far as printing goes. Whether you print from home or get it sent to a Staples or Office Depot or something, you'll notice that I personally laminate pages that I know I will use quite often so that I don't have to print so many. This is done in my to-do list as well as others, such as my week at a glance, so I don't have to print 52 separate pages. You can either get laminating done at a Staples or Office Depot, or you can be a nerd like me and invest in a $15 laminator. You are also able to place specific pages in sheet protectors, and that would make them erasable as well. On the laminated pages, I just use vis-a-vis markers so that I can easily erase and reuse pages. Along with only printing pages that you'll use, this cuts down on a lot of printing and a lot of waste. These pages are also easily removable and able to be moved wherever in this type of casing or in like a 3-ring binder. The next page is just my goals for 2018, goals in different sections of my life, and they're right up front so I can always be reminded. Next is my monthly goals, which is laminated as well, and I can fill it out by sections: home, work, relationships, health, financial, and other at the beginning of each month. I then have my week at a glance, which is totally worth getting laminated as you would use a different page each week. I have Monday through Sunday here and a notes section where I write the priorities for the given week. Following is my current month. I plan on re-hole punching these so that they are full 2-page spread and easy to view. So I would recommend you do that the first time as well. And then after current, I have the remaining months on a 2-page spread. And then past these pages are the more personal lifestyle pages and sections. The next section is home and health, where I have the first page. The first page is where I put all my meal ideas. So these are just meals I regularly eat. So that way when I do plan my overall weekly meal plan, I do have these to reference. So I have my meals, sides, snacks, and breakfast. And then on the next page, I of course have my weekly meal plan broken up with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Sunday. And I just plan that out at the beginning of each week, what I will be eating. And then according to that, I put together a shopping list of everything that I will need according to my weekly meal plan. You can definitely take this list into store, or you can be like me and work smarter, not harder. And my Walmart that's nearby actually allows me to order my groceries online and then just pick them up. I don't even have to go into store, so that's super awesome. Also in home and health, I have my health tracker, which I just like to keep pretty simple and basic, considering health and fitness is already difficult for me to do on my own. So I just have it by the different weeks, and it goes by the month, and I can track each day of the week if I had enough exercise, or if I did exercise, or if I had enough water. And then at the bottom there's also a progress tracker to kind of track weight if you'd like, and notes that you can put regarding any of that. My next section after home and health is going to be finances. So the first page on here is going to be my weekly finances. I kind of like to track what money I have incoming that week, as well as outgoing. I like to do this mobily by just looking at my bank statement. While of course this can be a little bit tedious, you can also just track how much money you had in your account at the beginning and then at the end. I personally just like doing this because it helps me keep track of my spending a whole lot more. The next page contains my bills, and this is just where I can reference where all my bills are and what they are, the due date, the amount, and then I have a note, whether it be that it's recurring and it'll come out of my account, whether I have to actually manually pay it, or if it's like split between me and my boyfriend who I live with. And then the next page is just something I like to keep track of, and it's upcoming expenses, and that's just money that I know I'm going to have to spend down the line, whatever it may be. So for example, on here I have that I have to get my brother tires, so I know money will be coming out for that eventually. And my next section is going to be reference, and this is just a whole section where I kind of have things that are permanent as far as important information. I'll kind of have things that I definitely need to reference often. So on here I have like my expenses for work. I always have to subtract $21.40, so I have that on there in case I ever need to reference that. I of course have some other things that I need to reference often. And then of course I have a passwords page, which is of course covered for filming reasons, but it does have a place where I can put the account, the login, and the password. So that's super nice for referencing as well. Then there is the list section, which is actually just kind of a little cute section. I do need to fill it out a little bit further, but it is something I fill out throughout the year. So this contains things like my wish list. I know, kind of funny that I like to keep that, but I do, especially when it comes time for gift giving things. I have ideas to give people. I have gift ideas for ideas that I could buy for someone else. I also, on the next page, are going to have future endeavors. Future endeavors is something that might not be on my current to-do list, but it is something I'd like to do in the future. So if I do ever have days that are filled with like downtime, I can reference this and see what I wanted to get done at one point. I also have a bucket list, which I do need to fill out. An ideas list, and on this you can kind of just do whatever you'd like with this, put whatever you want. And then I have a I would like to page, which includes things I would like to read, watch, and visit. So if I ever think of maybe or hear of a good show or hear of a good book, then I can write that down, so I have that to reference. And then I just have a work section. This is just basically blank note pages that I can kind of fill out. I have reference things for work, notes for during conference calls, different things that I just like to have for work. You can of course put whatever you want there. And then lastly is notes, which is something that's always been missing for me in planners. I feel like planners have note sections, but it's like 2 pages, and that's kind of unusable as far as a yearly thing goes. So I just have blank pages in here. These ones are cute ones I again got from Michael's. However, you can just put normal pages. and they're easily removable, or you can add more as you need them, and these are just random things that I feel like I needed to write down. So that is it for my personal planner, guys. It's my life planner. I kind of have everything all in one, which I personally love. Of course, you can set yours up however you want, whether it be in this casing, in a 3-ring binder. You can do it, since it's PDF, electronically, anything like that you can totally do. I just kind of want to show you, give some inspiration if you're a planner nerd like me. And thanks for watching. If you were interested in something like this theme is a little bit more girly. It's my classic glitz theme. I do plan on expanding themes as well as creating like expansions for like a student or a teacher or anything like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And if you are interested, it is on my Etsy shop, Monet Lisa Designs. And thanks for watching. Happy planning!